Okay, guys, so today we are in day one, a brief explanation on Xero dashboard and the benefits of learning. And then we've got complete the initial setup tasks. Okay, so ideally, you have to do it with me. So go on Google and search Xero sign up. And then the first link should be sign up for free trial. Hit on that and then put all your details. We've got a 30-day free trial. And within that 30 days, I believe you will have a complete understanding of how Xero works, and then you can unsubscribe. So you need to subscribe first, get that 30-day free trial, get all your certifications that's required. If you are a student, I'm talking. On the other hand, if you are a business owner, you can get the 30-day free trial, set up everything right, and then move forward from there on. Okay, so you've put all your details, first name, last name, email address, phone number, where you're based, Australia, US, or other countries, and then confirmation, and then follow the prompts. And once you finish the setup, it'll get you to this dashboard, which is a demo company, and then this is how it'll look like. So I will go through all the details, what this is. Don't get overwhelmed. It's just a clear picture, what it shows, and you will be staring at this screen every now and then. So the more you see, the more comfortable you become. So I'll explain you everything. It's not hard. It is easy. So once you get here, don't worry about any of these settings. Do not worry about anything else. So I'll just walk you through. Hit on this question mark, say that you need help, and then you will have a section here called Go to Xero Central. So when you click on that, it'll get you to Xero Central. So this is the Xero Central dashboard. So once you get here, go to certifications and then advisor certifications. Do not go for payroll or any others. Advisor certifications, click on that. So this is how the course is structured. Say that you want to get that certification. As I showed you earlier, you will get a certification like this with your name in it. So which is a recognition or maybe an achievement. So once you are in the course, so these are all the tasks that needs to be taken care of, which I will explain you everything. Do not get overwhelmed. It is easy. Always. This is the calculator. So we're looking at the calculator. So don't worry about the rest. It'll just give you instant results. So let's just get started. So once you sign up all of this, complete the initial setup tasks. So there will be certain areas where I will skip. Certain things are not necessary. As I said, unlike the other businesses where they stress you and you don't need, even though you learn them, you will not use it in any form. So such scenarios I'm just going to skip because you don't need to know. As an accountant working for more than 5 years, running my own bookkeeping business, take the advice from me. You don't need to know certain things which you are not going to use in your business. So why would you want to waste your time and learn and complicate yourself? So that's pretty much it. So before I help yourself with this, I just wanted to go through the dashboard a little bit to make sure that you know what you're looking at. So these dashboards can be set up, what you need to look at, what you don't want to see. Okay. So this is the business bank account. There are some transactions to reconcile. Account watch list. So these are some of the expenses accounts that you pin it so that on the dashboard, as soon as you open this, so you know, okay, this month, this is the amount of sales, and this is the employee pay as you go withholding tax that you need to pay to Australian government or the ATO. And this is how much you spent on office expenses or inventory, or maybe you know, okay, I'm paying employees, how much I have paid for this month. Okay, there's a payable and things like that. So it gives you a little more understanding. And then this gives you the place where the invoices that's owed to you. So you know that there's 4 draft invoices and there's 13 awaiting payments and 3 overdue. So it says the date in it. So you can just simply click on this and then follow up with the customers, asking them to make payments and things like that. So you have an understanding. Plus, you know that how much money that you will receive in the near future, 25 grand. And then this is another saving account. So there's two bank accounts for this demo company, and this is reconciled. What reconciliation means is that you reconcile the balances that's on Xero to your actual bank statement. So giving you another rundown on this, because when I started, I didn't know what this reconciliation is, why are we doing it, why do we have so many banks. I was so much confused, but I hope you would be in the same shoe as well. So what you need to do ideally to understand it better, when you get a bank statement, you have the credit side where all the money is receiving, and on the debit side where all the payments are. So ideally your business bank account should say the same, your Xero bank statement, the bank account that you have set up in the accounting software should say the exact same transaction what's on your bank statement and the Xero bank account. So there are a number of ways where you can import them, either through a CSV. You export a bank statement from your bank online banking and import them into Xero, and that'll bring all the transactions. And from there on, you say the system, which is Xero, okay, this is an income, this is an expense, this is a payable to my supplier, and this is a receivable from my debtor, a customer who owes me. And then you will have to put some bills and invoices and things like that. But at the end of the month, let's just say we are doing a reconciliation as at 30th of 6, 2025. So the balance in Xero, which is this is the balance, as I said, in the software, it is 17,000. But on the bank statement, it should say 17,996.37. Only if it says the same thing, you can do the reconciliation. If it's different, there may be transactions that you can be added you can have multiple duplicate transactions in Xero, or maybe certain transactions you are missing out from the bank statement. So you would cross-check both the bank statement and the balance in Xero, so it both matches. So that's the simple scenario. It's that easy. So every month or every fortnight, if you have a practice of doing every week, that's great. So you are not stressed at the end of the month. You have very little transaction to do the reconciliation depending on the size of the business. So you would do the reconciliation, and another fancy graph, how much cash is coming in and coming out, so you can somewhat predict within that month what's happening. And then again, as like the invoices are owed to you, you owe some money to your suppliers. So we've got 1 bills drafted, and then there's 13 payments that needs to make. So 8,906 overdue that you need to make sure that you pay them on time to maintain that good relationship with your customers. Okay, great. So this is just the review and all of that, what you post, that we will just come and action this later part. I just wanted to show you another rundown. Is if you click on reconciliation, it'll just bring you to this page. This is where you will say, okay, my bank has all of this, and this is what the bills and payments, the bills and invoices that I have generated. A quick understanding of this is, so we've got Ridgeway University. We received a payment of 6,187. So for this contact, we have raised an invoice back in the days, which is on 14th of July 2025. We put that invoice in Xero, saying that this is the amount and so, and then Xero knows that there is an invoice raised for this contact, which is Ridgeway University. They need to make that payment. So once you import the bank statements, or either you get it through bank feeds, which I'll tell you what that is later part. So once that payment with that same contact, the amount matches the invoices, the system will just match, asking you if this payment received is for this invoice you raised on 14. So after 4 days, we've got this. So you'd say, okay. So what happens is when you raise an invoice, that'll credit the sales, as you know, that's the double entry. Credit the sales increase, and then it'll debit the accounts receivable or debtors. So there is no cash coming in. And now that cash has come through, you are saying, okay, money, bank account debit, and then we close the debtors. As soon as you hit OK, it closed the debtors. So there is a credit entry in accounts receivable. This is just a dashboard rundown, guys. Don't stress. As we move on and on and on, you will have a more thorough understanding. So this is just the basic things you would do. So you set up the invoices, hit OK. I'm not going to talk much about this because this is the basic things. And then again, there may be certain transactions you've spent $4,500 on Smart Agency. So there is no in bills raised for this amount for that contact. So there is no match figures like this. So you would need to create one to make sure that where you say Xero what that expense is, because the software doesn't know what it is. You need to tell them. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of this and then move on. So we will just assume this is ABC Furnitures, or maybe we will assume this is a new contact, new person that we are paying. So you click on new contact and then it'll create one. Just put the exact same words for that particular person, so you would know that person, how much you have paid for him and things like that when you customize reports at a later stage. And then the software knows for whom you have paid, and then you have to say what it is. So let's just say that's an advertising expense or any other thing. So these are all the accounts that we created, which I will show you how the chart of accounts work. Everything is in the setup, guys. So everything is here. We will go through one by one. So customer invoices, supplier bills, bank accounts, fixed assets, and the chart of accounts might come somewhere here. This initial setup, and then reports and business contacts and all of that. Okay, cool. So let's just say this is advertising, and then enter a description. So this is an understanding what that is. Sometimes certain bank transactions will have certain saying here. So you can either copy and paste that, or I'm just going to say advertising and hit OK. So when I click OK, the bank is going to get credited and the expense is going to get debited. So that in the profit and loss, this 4,500 will show you as an expense. I just wanted to show you how that will look like. So go to reports, or maybe we've got profit and loss. So before I post that 4,500, that's financial year, I would say, when is that payment has come through? 19th of July. Okay. Let's say this financial year. Update. Okay. Right. So we've got advertising expenses, 2,272. And I'm just going to show you the balance sheet, what's going to happen. As at today, let's just update. So we've got 6,878 in the bank, and then the advertising expenses 2,272. I'm just going to go to the bank, say that we've spent 4,500 for advertising, hit OK. I'm just going to come here, make that update. You can see how the advertising expenses are increased from 2,000 to 6,000. It has added that 4,500 to advertising. And then you update here. So we've got 6,000. So this will get about 2,000, I assume. Where's this bank account? I think this is what the account is. So this is the saving account. My bad. So this is already on liability. It's overdrawn. Basically, if it shows on the liability, the bank account is overdrawn. So if you really want to see that transaction, so you can just click into that, and it'll just give you all the transactions. So this is the last one that we posted. I think it was on the 14th of July or something, because the date matters. So here you can see on the 19th of July, there's a spend money transaction taken place to ABC, because we didn't put the entire figure, 4,500. This has brought down the bank balance. Brought down, it's all negative, so it literally increases. So that's how it works. So balance sheet, it increases. I mean, the bank reduces, and on the profit and loss, the expenses increased. So whatever that you do the reconciliation, this is called coding, the bank coding thing. So you would just hit OK, and so and so. Okay, so that's the a little bit of a dashboard intro, and I'm just gonna show you now what it takes to get you set up from scratch.